All right, so this is for week 4, Monday, quarter 3. It is going to be on polynomials, right? And this is your week 1 of polynomials. All right, so looking at this right here, this is the one we did FOIL. This is first. Do you understand why that's first? Because those are the two letters first in the parentheses. Do you see that? So first is x times x, which is, it's x squared, right? Next, O stands for outside. Do you see how those are the outside? So that's going to be x times 1, which is I stands for inside. Do you see how that stands for the inside? So it's 4 times x, which is, and then L stands for last. So it's this one and this one. So 4 times 1. Do you see that? So then from there, you need to go ahead and combine the like terms, right? So that's x squared plus, this will give you x plus 4x, which is a 5x, plus 4. And this is your answer. Do you see that? Okay. Go ahead and you try that on your own. Again, for B, it's the same thing. First, explain what you did. What's the outside? Okay, what's the inside? And what's the last?
Negative 8.
Okay. Make sure you combine your like terms, right? And your answer should be x squared. The middle one, it doesn't always combine, but most of the cases with polynomials it will. And that's your answer. Correct? We good with that? Okay. All right. What do you notice the difference between C versus A and B? What's different?
A number next to a variable.
The only difference is that there is now a number in front of the coefficient. That's the only difference. Okay. So I want you to go ahead and do that one. Go ahead. And then I'll go over the next one with you as well. Did you get this question right? Okay, let's go on to D. With D, it's exactly the same thing. First, which is what?
3x squared.
Good. Outer is what? Good. What's inner?
Negative 2x.
And then what is last? Positive 2. Yep. And then you combine your like terms, right? Which then gives you 3x squared minus, you combine the negative 3 and the 2, which is the negative 5x plus 2. Do you see that? So when you're writing this, so pay attention right here. Look over here.
Yeah.
You see the 4 questions right here. Actually, I should use a different color. I'm gonna use, green. You see this part right here? These 4 go right here. That's a product, right? Because you're multiplying all of them, right? The sum is after you do the CLT, and that goes right there. Does that make sense? Okay. All right, next one. So number E and F, they're exactly the same thing. So I'm gonna have you go ahead and do that. I'm just gonna write down the answer so that way you know what it is. This one's 2x squared minus 5x minus 3. The second one over here The answer is x squared minus 11x plus 28. Okay. Now I'm going to go on to number 2 for you. Okay. And I want to make sure I finish this. Now, everything up to this part with FOIL is a binomial, which means 2, right? Times a binomial, right? A 2 times a 2 is 4 terms, correct? And you did. There is 1, 2, 3, 4 terms here. Do you see that? Okay. Now, this right here, the first part, this is a binomial, right? But then what is the second part right here? What is that called? Trinomial. So it's a 2 times 3, which is what? 6, right? So instead of having 4 terms, you have 6 terms. So one way of doing it is by using this box. It's a 2 by 3 box. Do you see that? And do you see how in there there's 6 squares? So you have 6 terms, right? So this is what you do. It's actually really simple. You just simply take in this box right here, it's this one times this one. Do you see that? Which is what?
X.
To the third. Then you do the same thing, and you just multiply it. So do that. Then on the second one, do you see the 3 now? You take the 3 and you multiply the same thing over here. Okay? And when you do that, negative 9x plus 15. Now, be careful with this part. I'm going to have you pay attention here. Combining terms, remember this is the diagonal. Do you remember this from last year? You just do the diagonal right there, right? And then you do the other diagonal, which is right here, right? And then remember, these are going to be the first and last. Remember that? So your first number is x cubed. Your last number is 15, right? Now, in between there, this one here is going to be this part right here, okay? 3x squared minus 3x squared is going to be a 0x squared, okay? So you don't have to even write it. And then this one here is going to be this part right here. Do you see that? So negative 9 minus 5 is a negative 4x. Do you see that? So to rewrite it, x cubed minus 4x plus 15. And this right here is your answer. Do you see that? Yeah. But your product, you need to write all 6 terms. X cubed minus 3x squared plus 5x plus 3x squared minus 9x plus 15. Do you see that? And the reason we got that is we combined this one with this one. We combined this one with this one. Do you see that? Okay. This one, you don't have a box, but this is the one I call the rainbow method. You take this one here and you multiply here, here, here. You see that? What is that going to give you? Right? I'm going kind of fast because I have to go. Then you take this one and you multiply here, here, here. You see how it's kind of like a rainbow? Negative 2 times x squared, you got to move a spot back, okay? It's going to give you a 2x squared or negative 2x squared. Do you see that? Negative 2 times negative 4 or positive 4 is a negative 8x, correct? Negative 2 times negative 3 is a positive 6. Do you see that? Then you just combine this down, and then you combine this down. Do you see that? So it is x cubed plus 2x squared minus 11x plus 6. And that is your answer. Does that make sense? But then everything here, you got to write it out right here versus product. Does that make sense? Okay, so now that you have the entire thing here, I want you to review it and then take a look at the answer. Okay? All right, love you. And then when I come back, we'll go over your test.